Hi again, here we are. I'm recording the
Hi.
class again, Jessica. Gabo has
Okay.
just sent me a message. He couldn't come because of his job and his work. So here we are again. And probably he will come tomorrow, according to what
Okay.
he told me. Okay, so let me continue sharing the book here. Here we are. And remember that we are in the Grammar Plus on unit number 11, adverbs before adjectives, page 73, but we are now on page 100 and what? Okay, let me check it. 142. We are now on page 142. And observe that you can use an adverb before an adjective. For example, the adjective here is modern, so you can say very modern. The adjective here is
Okay.
interesting, so you can say really interesting. The adjective here is expensive. You can say really expensive or very expensive. But you can also say
Okay.
without the adjective. You say without the adverb. You say it's an expensive city. It's a really expensive city, for example. You can add really or very or extremely, okay? So observe, use a or am with an adverb plus adjective plus singular noun. The noun must be in singular, right? For example, you say, it is a very modern city. It's an expensive city. Don't use a or am with adverb plus adjective. It's really interesting. If you don't use the noun here, you do not use a or am. For example, you didn't
Okay.
mention the word city. City is not included here. So you say, it's really interesting. You don't say, it's a really interesting if you don't include the city. Okay? So you don't say, it's a really interesting. No. Or and really interesting. No. Okay? So can you please read this? Read the sentences, add a or an, where it's necessary to complete the sentences. For example, Brasilia is extremely modern city. It's necessary to add an extremely modern city because you have the noun here. What do you say about Seoul? Seoul, the capital city in Korea, in South Korea. Can you read it, please?
So is a very interesting place.
So you add a here, a very interesting place. Okay. Continue with the next one. What do you say? Santiago.
Santiago is um, a pretty exciting city to visit.
Do you include a or am?
I think so.
Do you include a or am?
Uh,
A.
uh,
Where do you include a? Where do you include a?
um,
Where?
is a pretty.
Pretty, right here. Pretty. It is
Yes.
a pretty exciting city to visit. Okay. Okay. Because city is included. By the way,
Okay.
there is a mistake here of the book because city is is attached to two. City two.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's a mistake. Okay. It's a little mistake. What do you say about Montreal? Montreal.
Montreal is a beautiful city and it's fairly old.
Okay. In this case, you add a here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, say Montreal is a beautiful city. Do you include a here? Do you include a here?
No,
Do you include a here?
no.
No, no. You have to include a here. A beautiful city, but you do not include it here. Okay? You say Montreal is a beautiful city and it's fairly old. Okay? Now, let's continue with London.
London has London has a really busy airport.
A really busy. Really, you include here, right? You include
Yes.
here. A really busy airport. London has a really busy airport. Okay? Now, do you have any question to ask?
No, but can you repeat
The
the rule?
rule? The
Yeah.
rule. Okay, the rule is here. Okay, observe. Use a, use a or an with adverb plus adjective plus singular noun. Observe that you will have to include the noun in
English.
singular noun. For example,
Okay.
a plus the adverb plus the adjective plus the noun. The noun is in singular. Huh? You do not say it in plural. For example, if you say it in plural, you have to include two cities, plural. Huh? Two
Okay.
cities. You do not use a or an. For example, if you say, let me tell you an example here. Tell me two cities here in Mexico which are very, very beautiful. Two.
Um, Huatulco in Oaxaca.
Huaculco in Oaxaca. Huaculco.
Hua- Huatulco.
Huatulco. Okay, Huatulco. What is the other?
Um, the other, a little town in Guerrero. The name is Tasco.
Tasco. Okay.
Tasco.
Let me tell you. Huatulco is a really nice place. Okay? Singular. But if I say Huatulco and Taxco are really nice places to visit, you do not include because is only for singular. You understand?
Okay. Yes.
Imagine that they are really expensive over there, that you have to pay a lot of money. You would have to say, Huatulco and Taxco are really expensive places, right? But if you want to say Huatulco is a really expensive place to visit, is a really expensive place in singular. So you can use there are really expensive. But
Okay.
if you say Huatulco is an expensive place to visit, and expensive because expensive starts with with an e. You understand? With a vowel.
Yes.
But this is in singular. Remember, you are studying it in singular, not in plural. Okay? This is why you have to mention not but you don't have to mention when you don't mention the noun. It's necessary to mention place, city, town, a noun. If you don't mention a noun, you are not going to use a or an. Like in this place, Huatulco is really nice. You don't use a. But if you say Huatulco is a really nice place, okay? Taxco is a nice place too, ah. But if you say Taxco is nice too, okay? Taxco is nice too. You do not include a. Why? Because a is mentioned only when you have a noun. You mention place, city, town, okay?
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
It's okay now.
It's okay now. You have to mention a noun. A noun, if you don't mention a noun, you don't use a or an, okay?
Okay.
If I omit the word city here, I could say Brasilia is extremely modern, but you don't include a or an, and you don't include the city, okay? Place, or algo así. Huh? You see? Okay,
Yes.
airport. Yeah, has a really busy airport. London airport is very busy. You don't include no, no. Okay, now let's go back to the previous page, page 73. Here we are. Okay, on page 73, we go back again to the use of adverbs and adjectives. But you're going to match the two ideas here, the question with the answer. Match questions with the answers. Then practice the conversation with the partner. Okay, you don't have any partner today, but I am your partner. Okay, now
Okay.
you, I'm going to ask you the question. You're going to tell me the answer A, B, C, D, E. Okay, what's
Okay.
soul like? What is soul like? Is it an interesting place? What do you say?
Mm, yes, it has amazing shopping. Oh, mm, I think it's letter E. Yes, it has amazing shopping and the people are pretty
Okay, okay.
friendly.
Pay attention. You have two questions. Two questions. The first question is a WH question. What's
Oh,
soul like? The answer should be, the answer should be for that a yes no question? No, it's not yes no question. What do you say? What is
no.
soul like?
Yes.
Are
So,
you going to answer yes? No. Are you going to answer yes here? No.
oh, yeah. It's letter C.
Is letter
It's
C?
really
It's really nice
nice.
in summer. Okay?
It's too cold for me
For
in the
me,
winter.
in the winter. But you're talking about the weather here, and the second question is not related to the weather. The second question is related to the place itself.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It's confusing. It's really confusing. Because according to this, it should be so. You know what I do in an exam? If I were a student, I skip. You know what skip means?
Yes.
You don't answer this, but you answer the second question. When the last one is left, okay, you do it. So let's skip. I ask you the second question. Do you like your hometown? Do you like your hometown? What do you answer?
The same.
The same. Do you like your hometown? Why or
Yes,
why not? Okay.
it's
And the
really
answer
nice.
could be yes. The answer could be no, not really. Or the answer could be yes here. But this not. Okay, this is not. So the same situation. Let's go to number 3. What's
Okay.
Sydney like? I've never been there. What's Sydney like? I've never been there. What do you say?
Like, um, it's it's really nice in the summer,
Yeah,
but it's too cold for me in
for
the
me.
winter.
So I would answer for sure that this is for this one. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Yes. What is Sydney like? It's really nice in the summer. It's okay. Right?
Yeah.
I've never been there. Okay, but it is too cold for me in the winter. I would say that this is letter C. Letter C. Let me check it out. Letter C, is it?
No.
Oh my goodness. It's really confusing. This is
Yes.
really, really confusing. What is Sydney like? Oh, because I am answering the second part of a question. The second part of a question is I've never been there. Oh, really?
Oh,
It's beautiful. Oh, really? Oh, really is I've never been there. Huh? Oh, really? It's
yeah.
beautiful. And very clean. It has a great harbor and beautiful beaches. It's really confusing, man. Ah, God. Very, very confusing. What do you say? for number 4. Have you ever
Okay.
been to Sao Paulo? What do you answer?
Um, yes, I have. It's an extremely large and crowded place, but I love it. It has excellent restaurants.
Okay, so let me check it out. So this is letter B, right? Is it?
So,
Yes, you're right. It's letter B. It's correct. Okay, there is kind of confusion here. Okay, what do you say for number 5? What is the weather like in Chicago? Okay, it's about the weather.
okay. Um, mm, may, maybe now is this letter C?
Now it's letter C because you're talking about cold, for me winter. So
Yeah.
this is for you letter C, and it is for me letter C too, because it's about the weather, right? What's the weather like? Observe, this is why we should leave the other ones, and we should have started with number 5 for the first. Number 5 for the first. Okay, so
Yes.
what do you say about number 1, 2, and 3?
Okay.
1 and 2, sorry, 1 and 2. What do you say for number 1 and 2?
Okay.
Do you like your
Um,
hometown? Why or why not? There is a because here. Is there a reason here? Because why or why not? There is a reason. What is the reason?
okay. The number two is letter D.
Number 2 is letter E. Why is it
No,
letter E?
no,
Ah,
letter D.
letter D. Why is it letter D?
Because
Because there is a reason here. You know why?
yes,
That's why I moved away. Okay? So for number 2, this why is that's why I moved away. So I'm sure, and you are sure, that this is letter D. Okay, that's good. Good. This is confusing, eh? But this is okay. Now, so here you are, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. How about number 1? What is
it's
number
letter
1?
it's letter E.
It's letter E. So, what's soul like? Soul. What is soul like? Is it an interesting place? Yes, it's amazing.
It has
Sorry, it
amazing.
has it has amazing shopping, huh? And the people are pretty friendly. You're talking about this, and this answers, is it an interesting place? Yeah, yes, it has amazing shopping, huh? And the people are friendly there. So this has to be letter E, number 1. Okay, but this is really confusing because most of them are similar. Similar.
Yes.
You understand? Well, let me continue giving reasons here. Okay, conjunctions. Conjunctions. And, but, though, and however are conjunctions. What are conjunctions? Conjunctions unite, join together, join two sentences or two ideas, two phrases. Okay, they are, if they are in a similar situation, you use and. If they are opposing ideas, you use but. Okay? If you have a positive and a negative idea, you use though. Though. For example, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty, but I am not drinking water right now. I say, though I am thirsty, I am not drinking water right now. Though I am thirsty, I am not drinking water right now. I'm not gonna drink water. Though I'm thirsty. There is like an opposite idea, okay? I'm thirsty, but it's something similar, but and though, okay? The other one is however. It's raining, huh? However, let's say the weather is cloudy. It's cloudy today. However, it's not going to rain, according to the weather report or the weather forecast. Okay. However, it's not going to rain. It's cloudy. The sky is cloudy. However, huh, in this case, you have an opposite idea. Okay. So pay attention to this, the conjunctions. Okay. Listen to the information and pay much attention to this. Okay. Because these are some kind of
Page
confusion.
73. Exercise 3. Grammar focus. Conjunctions.
Los Angeles is a big city, and the weather is nice. It's a big city. It's not too big, though.
Though.
Boston is a big city, but it's not too big. It's a big city. It's not too big, however.
Okay, pay attention. You can reverse the order here, or you can place it in the middle. So you can say, it's not too big, though. You can say, it's a big city, though it's not too big. It's a big city, though it's not too big. Is it? It's a big city. It is not too big, though. It's the same, right? No?
I don't know.
It's a big city. It's too big. It is not too big, though. Too big. Observe, too is an adverb. It increases the situation of being big.
Okay.
It is a big city, though it is not too big, right? Though it's like saying but. Let's just say Los Angeles is a big city. However, it is not too big, extremely big, okay? However, makes a difference, okay?
Okay.
But the same. Boston is a big city, but it is not too big, okay? You can replace and you can place the position of though if you want, okay? Now, observe the grammar plus which is on the next on page 142. Observe the grammar plus which is on 142 right here. Okay, conjunctions from page 73. Use and for additional information. For example, the food is delicious and it is not expensive. But you use but, though, however, for contrasting information, contrasting ideas, okay? The food is delicious, but it is very expensive. The food is delicious. It's expensive, though. It's expensive, however, right? Though, you use though like although. The food is delicious, though it's expensive, right? You can complete it right here. You can include, however, here. The food is delicious, however, it's expensive. Okay? You can change the position of the adverb, of the conjunction, and you can join together two sentences, okay? Now, observe, you're going to learn this by practicing. You're going to select between one and another, between and but, between and however, and but, okay? And but
Okay.
and though. What are you going to say? Can you read number one, please? Choose the correct word.
Spring is my city. Oh, spring in my city is pretty nice.
Spring in my city is pretty nice.
And it gets extremely hot in summer. Oh
Are you
no,
sure? Are you
it's
sure?
but no, it's
It's
but
but. Because there is kind of a contradiction. It's a
Yes.
contradictory idea. It's an opposing idea. You understand? Opposite.
Yes.
Because it's nice, but it's extremely hot. You understand? So,
Yes.
but is for me. But, okay? Not and. Okay? What do you say for number 2?
There are some great museums. They're always crowded, however.
However, you're not going to use that and because no, it has no idea. It's however, okay? You say there are some great museums, however, they are always crowded. You can place it here if you want. They are opposite ideas. Okay, what do you say for number 3?
There are a lot of interesting stores, mm, but many of them aren't expensive.
Are you sure about that? In this case, there is no contradiction. So you cannot use but. I would say and. There are a lot of interesting stores, and many of them aren't expensive. Observe, aren't
Ah,
expensive. This
okay.
is positive. This is positive, and this is positive. When you see something that is positive here, and something that even though it is negative, it converts into positive because it is aren't expensive. So you have to say
Yes.
and,
I
not but.
confuse with
Ah, you
the
get confusion.
aren't.
Ah, your next Kahoot is gonna be a headache because it's gonna be really difficult if you don't catch this idea. This is positive and this is positive, even though that you have a negative form here. You say and, not but. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because you think, okay, this is affirmative, positive, and this is negative. No, but the
Yes.
negative plus negative makes it affirmative. Okay?
Okay.
For example, I am ugly. I am not handsome. These are the same. The same. Okay? Now,
Okay.
how about number 4?
There are many amazing restaurants.
Amazing is positive. What do you say
Amazing,
about the other?
but some are closed in August.
This is negative, okay? There are many amazing restaurants. This is positive, but this is negative because they are closed. So you say, but. It's a but, okay? But, okay?
Yeah.
You understand positive and negative? Okay. Can you please tell me about number 5? What do you say?
The city is a great place to visit. Don't come in summer, though.
Though, you cannot use but in this situation because but is to be used to connect two ideas that are together, and the second one is following the first one. And but is in the middle. You can place but in the middle, but though you cannot place both. Though you can place both, uh,
Yes.
though in the
However,
middle or by the end, but
okay.
only in the middle, not by the end. Okay. Okay, so we have just finished this. It's okay. Did you understand this now?
Yes.
Positive and negative. Do you understand the connectors? These are connectors. These are conjunctions. Conjunctions, connectors. And some connectors go by the end, and some connections have to be in the middle. And you have to observe it says something that is being added or something that is an opposing idea. You understand? Opposing one another.
Yes.
Something opposite is something negative and something positive. So let's go back to the previous page, page 73. Okay, observe. But this is going to come for the next class because time is up. Time is up. But this is here where we are going to continue. Okay, here. Okay, we are going to practice though, however, and but here, but this is for tomorrow. I hope you're going, Gabo is going to be here tomorrow. My goodness, because, okay, here we are. Let me check it out. What date is tomorrow?
Tuesday. No,
Thursday. It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. Thursday, June
June
9th.
9th.
9th. 2022. So here we are. We are going to continue here. Remember, conjunctions, and, but, though, and, but, though, and however. However. Hmm?
I'm gonna
Do you
study for tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to study. So, and Gabriel, you're listening to me. I'm going to try to send you the class for now, but I think you are really tired of your job, of your work. Gabo debe estar muy cansado para estar recibiendo clase hoy. Le voy a mandar el video mañana en la mañana, ¿ok? A ver si lo toman en el almuerzo. Okay, so let me stop sharing this, and thank you very much for coming, Jessica, and have a good evening and good night. Okay,
You too.
bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.